Heya, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to the 1957 movie 12 Angry Men. Okay, so this was a movie voted for by my patrons, and the only thing I know about it is it's a drama, and I believe it kind of revolves around a murder, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure in what kind of context it is. If you're new to the channel, I do like to go into literally everything I react to as blind as possible, so I won't read anything about it beforehand, I won't watch trailers or anything like that, so, I mean, this is a very old film, but you know what I mean. I just don't want to have expectations going into a movie, as much as possible. Sometimes that's very hard to avoid if something's, like, popular and talked about a lot, but for the most part, like I said, I like to go in as blind as possible. But yeah, I don't really think there's much else to say, to be honest. I think probably the best thing to do is to jump straight into this one. Before I do though, just a quick reminder that if you did want to check out the full-length reaction of this, or literally anything else I've got on the channel, then you can find the link to my Patreon in the description below. You'll get early access to edited videos over there as well, so that's something to check out if you want to get ahead. But otherwise, let's jump into this. This is the 1957 film 12 Angry Men. Very imposing building. I'm trying to figure out who it is we're following here, if anyone.
To continue,
Okay.
you've listened to a long and complex case, murder in the first degree. You've listened to the testimony. It's now your duty to sit down and try and separate the facts from the fancy. If there's a reasonable doubt in your minds as to the guilt of the accused, then you must bring me a verdict of not guilty. However you decide, your verdict must be unanimous. The death sentence is mandatory in this case.
Good grief.
The jury will now retire.
God. Oh God, okay. He's the accused, I'm assuming? That's one hell of a responsibility though, isn't it, coming to that conclusion? Or coming to a conclusion. Thankfully, I've never been called for jury duty yet, touch wood. Not something I would want to do. Just throw that out the window.
This is going to be the hottest day of the year. Well, you'd think that at least air condition these places. Okay, gentlemen. Everybody's here.
Oh God, they've locked it.
I never knew they locked the door.
Sure they locked the door. What'd you think?
How'd you like it?
Oh, I don't know. It was pretty interesting.
If you ask me, I'd slap those tough kids down before they start me trouble. Saves a lot of time and money.
Not really the attitude, is it?
What did you think of the case? I mean, it had a lot of interest for me. I tell you, we were lucky to get a murder case. I figured as for an assault or burglary, boy, they can be the dullest.
Lucky to get a murder case.
Oh, come on, Mr. Foreman. Let's go here, huh?
Well, the guy's still in the bathroom.
You got a seat on the exchange?
I'm a broker.
I guess at the moment we're getting like an idea of the different types of people that are on this jury.
Okay, man, let's take our seats, huh? On this line here. Yeah.
Like this guy here with the hat seems to be a bit of a...
I think it's at that ball game tonight. Yanks
Yeah.
from Cleveland.
He just wants to kind of get out as quickly as possible.
Boom! Real jug handle. You know? Boom!
Not really taking it seriously. Or at least that's the impression I'm getting at the moment.
Tell you, they let those kids run wild up there. Well, maybe it serves them right. You know what I mean?
Okay, gentlemen, if I can have your attention, we can, well, discuss it first and then vote on it.
I think it's customary to take a preliminary vote.
Let's vote. Who knows? Maybe we can all get out of here, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We have a first-degree murder charge here, and if we vote the accused guilty,
He dies.
we've got to send him to the chair. All those voting guilty, please raise your hands. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Interesting.
Those voting not guilty? 1. Well, now we know where we are.
oh boy, there's always one.
For sake. Okay.
You really think he's innocent?
I don't know.
I mean, you sat in court with the rest of us. You heard what we did. The kid's a dangerous killer. You could see it.
He's 18 years old.
He stabbed his own father 4 inches into the chest.
I just want to talk.
Well, what's there to talk about?
Do you believe his story? I don't know whether I believe it or not. Maybe I don't.
So how come you vote not guilty?
It's not easy to raise my hand and send a boy off to die without talking about it first.
Yeah.
Couldn't change my mind if you talked for 100 years.
I'm not trying to change your mind. It's just that we're talking about somebody's life here. Supposing we're wrong.
Supposing we're wrong. Supposing this whole building should fall down on my head. You can suppose anything.
Ball game doesn't start till 8 o'clock.
I'm willing to sit for an hour.
Great. I heard a pretty good story last night. That's not why we're sitting here.
Yeah.
This kid's been kicked around all of his life. You know, born in a slum. He's had a pretty miserable 18 years. I just think we owe him a few words, that's all. We don't owe him a thing. He got a fair trial, didn't he? What do you think that trial cost? Now, look, we're all grown-ups in here. We heard the facts, didn't we? Listen, I've lived among them all my life. You can't believe a word they say. You know that.
Only an ignorant man can believe that.
Yes. Thank you.
It seems to me that it's up to the group of us to convince this gentleman that he's wrong and we're right.
Suppose we go once around the table. I guess you're first.
I mean, yeah.
Well, it's hard to put into words.
Yeah. So why are you voting yes then?
I mean, nobody proved otherwise.
Nobody has to prove otherwise. The burden of proof's on the prosecution. The defendant doesn't even have to open his mouth.
Here's what I think, and I have no personal feelings about this. I just want to talk about facts. The old man lived downstairs under the room where the killing took place. He heard the kid yell out, "I'm going to kill you." Second later, he heard a body hit the floor. The coroner fixed the time of death around midnight. Now, these are facts. The kid is guilty.
He claimed he was at the movies during the time of the killing, and yet 1 hour later, he couldn't remember the names of the films he saw or who played in them.
Listen, what about the woman across the street? If her testimony don't prove it, nothing does.
This is really interesting how we haven't seen the crime, but we're learning about it through these people.
She looks out the window, and right across the street, she sees the kid stick the knife into his father. Through the windows of a passing L train. Right. You don't believe the boy's story. How come you believe the woman's? She's one of them, too, isn't she?
Right.
You're a pretty smart fella, aren't you?
Okay, gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Come on, sit down.
It's a good point, though.
Yeah, can I pass it?
That's your privilege. How about the next gentleman? How about you?
Oh
I don't
dear.
know. It's all been said. You talk here forever. It's still the same thing. He's been arrested for mugging. He's picked up twice for knife fighting. Yeah, they say he's real handy with a knife.
Ever since he was 5 years old, his father beat him up regularly. He used his fists.
Well, so would I. A kid like that? Huh.
Jesus Christ.
You got any kids?
3?
I got one. When he was 9 years old, he ran away from a fight. I was so embarrassed, I almost threw up.
Jesus Christ.
I said, I'm going to make a man out of you if I have to break you in two trying.
But you have a lovely relationship with him.
Hit me in the jaw. He's a big kid. Haven't seen him for 2 years.
Yeah, there you go.
The kids who crawl out of these places are real trash. I don't want any part of them, I'm telling you.
Listen, I've lived in a slum all my life.
Wait a minute.
Please,
Now listen, Sonny. Come on now, there's nothing personal
Oh,
about
there
this.
was something personal. Come on, fella. He didn't mean you. Let's not be so sensitive.
Jesus Christ, okay. They're not focusing on the actual facts of the case. They're all bringing their baggage with them.
According to testimony, the boy looks guilty. Maybe he is. Everybody sounded so positive. You know, I began to get a peculiar feeling about this trial. I mean, nothing is that positive. I kept putting myself in the kid's place. There was one alleged eyewitness to this killing, and there was a lot of circumstantial evidence. But actually, those 2 witnesses were the entire case for the prosecution. Supposing they're wrong.
What are you trying to say? Those people sat on the stand under oath.
They're only people. People make mistakes. Could they be wrong?
Oh, come on. Nobody can know a thing like that. This isn't an exact science.
That's right, it isn't.
That works both ways.
What about the switch knife?
Shouldn't we go in order?
They'll get a chance to talk. Just Be quiet a second, will you? The knife this fine, upright boy admitted buying.
Let's get it in here and look at it. I'd like to see it again, Mr. Foreman.
This wasn't what you'd call an ordinary knife. It had a very unusual carved handle and blade. He claims that he went to a movie at about 11:30, returning home at 3:10 to find his father dead and himself arrested.
He also claims that the two detectives arrested him and threw him down a half a flight of stairs.
Yeah.
He claims that it fell through a hole in his pocket on the way to the movie sometime between 11:30 and 3:10. Now, are you trying to tell me that this knife really fell through a hole in the boy's pocket? Someone picked it up off the street, went to the boy's house.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm just saying it's possible the boy lost his knife and that somebody else stabbed his father with a similar knife. It's just possible.
Take a look at this knife. It's a very unusual knife. I've never seen one like it.
I'm just saying a coincidence is possible.
And I say it's not possible.
Where did that come from?
Okay.
Where did you get it?
I bought that in a little pawn shop just 2 blocks from the boy's house.
Oh, wow.
There are still 11 of us here who think he's guilty.
Right. What do you think you're going to accomplish? You're not going to change anybody's mind.
You know, we can be here all night.
It's only one night. A boy may die.
Exactly. Thank you.
Listen, I don't see what all this stuff about a knife has got to do with anything. Somebody saw the kid stab his father. What more do we need?
Yes, but they didn't, though. Or at least that's one witness.
I have a proposition to make to all of you. I'm going to call for another vote. Vote by secret written ballot. There are 11 votes for guilty. I won't stand alone. We'll take in a guilty verdict to the judge right now. But if anyone votes not guilty, we stay here and talk it out. Well, that's it. If you want to try it, I'm ready.
That's fair. Because I do feel like on that first vote, there's some people that aren't sure, but they've gone with the rest of them because they didn't want to be the odd one out. She's hanging a lot on it, though.
Guilty. Guilty.
Is it going to be the last one? Oh.
Not guilty. Guilty. All right. Who was it? Come on, I want to know.
Excuse me, this was a secret ballot.
What do you mean secret? There are no secrets in a jury room. I know who it was. You sit here, vote guilty like the rest of us, then some...
It wasn't him.
What made you change your vote?
He didn't change his vote. I did.
Thank you.
Do we have to listen to this?
The man wants to talk.
This gentleman has been standing alone against us. Now, he doesn't say the boy is not guilty. He just isn't sure.
Yeah.
I respect his motives. The boy in trial is probably guilty, but I want to hear more.
A little excited back there. I didn't mean to get nasty. Glad you're not one of those lets these emotional appeals influence him.
He just digs himself deeper and deeper into holes, doesn't he, that guy?
Hey, what are you getting out of this, kicks? Or did somebody bump you on the head one time and you haven't gotten over it? You know, you do-gooders are all alike. You're always blowing the stacks over some guy in fan. This kid is guilty, pal. It's as plain as the nose on your face. So why don't we stop wasting our time here?
Oh, I don't mind, you know. Beats working.
Yeah.
You think he's not guilty, huh?
I don't know. It's possible.
If you're wasting your time, you ought to wrap it up.
Supposing you were the one that was on trial.
Supposing you talk us all out of this and kid really did knife his father, huh?
Well, I was wondering how clearly the old man could have heard the boy's voice through the ceiling. It was another apartment. It's not that easy to identify a voice.
Yeah.
Don't forget the lady across the street. She looked right in the open window and saw the boy stab his father. Now, I mean, isn't that enough for you?
No, it isn't. It takes a 6-car L train 10 seconds to pass a given point. Now, let's say the given point is the open window of the room where the killing took place. Now, let me ask you this. Has anyone here ever lived near the L tracks? I lived in a second-floor
Of
apartment near the L
course.
line once. When the window is open and the train goes by, the noise is almost unbearable. You can hardly hear yourself think.
The guy downstairs wouldn't have been able to hear it.
The old man in the apartment downstairs. He says he heard the boy say, "I'm going to kill you," and a split second later heard a body hit the floor. The woman across the street swore positively she looked out of the window and saw the killing through the last two cars of a passing elevated train, right? The last two cars.
Well, what are you giving us here?
Just a minute. We can assume that the body hit the floor just as the train went by.
So how did he hear it?
The old man, according to his own testimony, would have had to hear the boy make this statement with the yell roaring past his nose. It's not possible he could have heard it.
That's idiotic, of course.
Jesus Christ.
You're talking about a matter of seconds. Nobody can be that accurate.
Well, I think testimony that could put a boy into the electric chair should be that accurate.
Hmm.
Why should he lie? What's he got to gain?
Attention, maybe.
You keep coming in with these bright sayings. Why don't you send them into a paper? They pay $3 a piece.
You ought to have more respect, mister.
Yeah.
If you say stuff like that to him again, I'm gonna lay you out.
Perhaps he made himself believe he heard those words and recognized the boy's face.
Well, that's the most fantastic story I've ever heard. How can you make up a thing like that? What do you know about it?
I think we proved that the old man couldn't have heard the boy say, "I'm gonna kill you." Supposing he really did hear it. This phrase, how many times have all of us used it? I could kill you for that, darling. Junior, you do that once more and I'm gonna kill you.
The kid yelled it at the top of his lungs. Don't tell me you didn't mean it. Anybody says a thing like that the way he said it, they mean it.
Did you hear it?
The kid said he was going to kill him, and he did kill him.
Let me ask you this. Do you really think the boy'd shout out a thing like that so the whole neighborhood could hear him? I don't think so. He's much too bright for that.
He's a common, ignorant slob. He don't even speak good English.
He doesn't.
Mr. Foreman, I'd like to change my vote to not guilty.
Thank you.
The vote is 9-3 in favor of guilty.
What are you basing it on? Stories this guy made up? Crying out loud, the kid's own lawyer knew he didn't stand a chance.
It's the kind of case that brings him nothing. No money, no glory, not even much chance of winning. He'd really have to believe in his client to put up any kind of a good case, and as you pointed out a minute ago, obviously he didn't.
Oh, of course he didn't. Oh, look, when you look at the time, huh?
Jesus Christ.
I would like, please, to say something. It seems to me that this man has some very good points to make.
Come on, will ya?
There is a question I would like to ask. He came back home, and he was captured by two detectives in the hallway of his house. Now, my question is, if he really had killed
Why would he
his
have gone
father,
back?
why would he come back home 3 hours later?
I'll bet he figured that nobody had seen him running out, and that the body wouldn't be discovered till the next day. Well, after all, it was the middle of the night.
I mean,
Maybe the boy did kill his father.
this is the thing though, isn't it? This is good. They're talking about it.
Maybe all of those things happened, but maybe they didn't. I think there's enough doubt that we can wonder whether he was there at all.
Exactly.
He's twisting the facts, I'm telling you. Did or didn't the old man see the kid running out of the house at 12:10?
He
don't
says
know.
he did.
Says he did. What do they do? You know what I mean?
Yelling down.
Oh, you keep saying that. Maybe what we need is a little yelling in here. These did hear the scream, didn't hear the scream. What difference does it make?
It makes quite a lot, actually. Somebody's life.
I'm talking here.
Another vote called for. Now let's take our seats.
Twat.
All those voting not guilty, please raise your hands. Still the same. 1, 2, 3 not guilty, 9 guilty.
Pardon? I vote not guilty.
What?
I want you to get up and tell me why you changed your vote. Come on, now, give me reasons.
There is a reasonable doubt in my mind.
What reasonable doubt?
Exactly.
That's nothing but words. Here.
It's nothing but words.
I mean, what are we supposed to believe? I mean, you're sitting here, you're pulling stories out of thin air, you know? Look, now what about the old man? Are we supposed to believe that he didn't get up and run to his door and see the kid tearing down the steps 15 seconds after the killing? Since where were we looking?
Hold on a second, now look. Did the old man say he ran to the door?
Wait a
Well,
second.
he said he ran, at least I think he did. Now, look,
He was limping.
Where was the bedroom?
it was down the hall
I
somewhere.
thought you remembered everything. Don't you remember that?
Okay. He wouldn't have been able to get there in time to see him run down the stairs.
He was an old man. Half the time he was confused. How could he be positive about anything?
Exactly.
What are we gonna do, play charades now?
Come on.
Come on, what are we waiting for?
This is basically what the lawyer should be doing, isn't it?
Come on, speed it up. He walked twice as fast as that.
Lock, door, stop.
Right.
What's the time?
41 seconds.
Right, Brother, I've seen all kinds of dishonesty in my day, but this little display takes the cake.
What the f*** are you on about?
You all know he's guilty. He's got to burn. You're letting him slip through our fingers.
Slip through our fingers? Are you his executioner?
I'm one of them.
Perhaps you'd like to pull the switch.
For this kid, you bet I would.
Ever since you walked into this room, you've been acting like a self-appointed public avenger. You want to see this boy die because you personally want it, not because of the facts.
Kill him out! Kill him!
You don't really mean you'll kill me, do you?
The thing is that I'm finding really interesting about this is I don't think it actually matters if he's guilty or not.
We have a responsibility.
I mean, to the film, not the situation.
We are notified by mail to come down to this place to decide on the guilt or innocence of a man we have never heard of before. We should not make it a personal thing.
Exactly.
Maybe we should take another vote. Maybe we can follow this one up with a little dancing and refreshments, huh?
Well, that's okay with me.
Call out our vote, you know. Let's see who stands where.
Well, that sounds fair to me.
Not guilty.
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 Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Guilty.
Not guilty.
Guilty. The vote is now 6-6.
I'm telling you, some of you people in here must be out of your minds. A kid like that.
I don't think the kind of boy he is has anything to do with it.
Exactly.
Don't give me that. I'm sick and tired of facts. You can twist them any way you like. You know what I mean?
That's exactly the point this gentleman
Yeah.
has been making.
Anyone in his right mind would blow a stack. Huh? You're just trying to bait me.
He did an excellent job.
We're going nowhere here. I'm ready to walk into court right now and declare a hung jury. There's no point in this thing going on anymore.
I don't think the judge will accept a hung jury. We haven't been in here very long.
Well, let's find out.
Maybe you don't fully understand the term reasonable doubt.
What do you mean, I don't understand? Well, how do you like this guy? I'm telling you, they're all alike. They come over here running for a life.
You know.
Boy, the arrogance of this guy.
Hey, all right. Who's got something constructive to say?
Well, he couldn't remember a thing about the movies, great emotional stress or not.
I'd like to ask you a personal question. Where were you last night?
I was home.
Monday night?
Monday night, my wife and I went to the movies.
What did you see?
The Scarlet Circle.
What was the second feature?
I'll tell you in a minute, the remarkable Mrs. Bainbridge.
I saw that. It's called The Amazing Mrs. Bainbridge.
And you weren't under an emotional stress, were you?
I think the point is made.
Big point.
This guy.
The boy is guilty, period.
Just absolutely having every piece of information that is brought forward bouncing off him because, no, he's right.
Well, we're still tied up 6-6. Who's got a suggestion?
Anybody here ever see a knife fight? Oh, I have. Switchblades came with the neighborhood where I lived. He'd never use it like this. Anyone who's ever used a switch knife wouldn't handle it any other way.
Are you sure?
That's why they made it open like that.
Were you in the room when the father was killed?
No.
So what are you giving us all this mumbo-jumbo for? I don't believe it.
Well, that's the important thing then. As long as you don't believe it, then it must be f***ing right. Or wrong.
I don't know about the rest of them, but I'm getting a little tired of this yakety-yakking back and forth. I changed my vote to not guilty.
You what?
What kind of a man are you?
Yeah, he's not really put any thought into that, has he?
And now you have changed your vote because you say you're sick of all the talking here? If you want to vote not guilty, then do it because you are convinced the man is not guilty, not because you've had enough.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another vote called for. Okay, all those voting not guilty. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh. Who's that? Interesting.
9. Well, the vote's 9-3 in favor of acquittal.
I don't understand you people. I mean, all these picky little points you keep bringing up. Look, you know how these people lie?
These people.
I mean, what the heck? I don't have to tell you. They don't know what the truth is. Well, nobody's blaming them for it. That's the way they are, by nature. You know what I mean? Violent. Where are you going? Human life don't mean as much to them as it does to us.
Oh yeah, right, okay.
If somebody gets killed, so somebody gets killed. They don't care. Oh, sure, there's some good things about them, too. Look, I'm the first one to say that.
Shut up!
What's going on here? You're making a big mistake, you people. This kid is a liar. I know it. I know all about them.
Wow.
There's a danger here. These people are dangerous.
These people. Not this boy in particular, just these people.
Sit down and don't open your mouth again.
Wherever you run into it, prejudice always obscures the truth. 9 of us now seem to feel that the defendant is innocent. We may be wrong, but we have a reasonable doubt.
You've made some excellent points, but I still believe the boy is guilty of murder. The evidence given by the woman across the street who actually saw the murder committed. Maybe we can talk about setting some kind of time limit. It's 6:15. Someone before mentioned 7 o'clock.
Don't you feel well?
I feel perfectly well, thank you.
You made a gesture that reminded me of something. Why were you rubbing your nose like that? Is it because of your eyeglasses?
It is.
The woman who testified that she saw the killing had those same marks on the sides of her nose.
Interesting.
She kept rubbing them in court.
He's right. Now, she did do that a lot. How do you know whether she wore glasses? Just because she was rubbing her nose?
Hey, listen. Listen, he's right. I saw them, too.
Could those marks be made by anything other than eyeglasses?
Which means she wouldn't wear them to bed, which means, yeah.
I didn't see any marks.
I did.
Do you wear glasses when you go to bed?
No, no one wears eyeglasses to bed.
It's logical to assume that she wasn't wearing them when she was in bed.
How do you know?
I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm also guessing that she probably didn't put her glasses on when she turned and looked casually out of the window. Maybe she honestly thought she saw the boy kill his father. I say she only saw a blur.
How do you know what she saw? How does he know all that?
I only know the woman's eyesight is in question now.
Yeah.
Oh, don't give me that.
Don't you think the woman might have made a mistake?
No.
It's not possible.
No, it's not possible.
You think he's guilty?
I think he's guilty.
We know you do, because you're a twat.
I'm convinced. Not guilty.
What's the matter with you?
I have a reasonable doubt now.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, what do you want? I say he's guilty.
Phew.
I want to hear your arguments.
Every single thing that took place in that courtroom, but I mean everything, says he's guilty. What do you think? I'm an idiot or something?
Yeah, actually.
The old man saw him right there on the stairs. What's the difference how many seconds it was? You can't prove he didn't get to the door. Everything that's gone on has been twisted. I'm telling you, I've got all the facts here. I'm entitled to my opinion. Rotten kids, you work your life out.
Yep.
No. Not guilty. Not guilty.
Not going to cry.
We're ready now.
Crying and sneezing at the same time doesn't work very well. That was really good. Nothing like I expected. I did not expect it to all take place in one room, but it was really, really thought-provoking. I like the fact that we never found out, like there was never any kind of concrete knowing whether the boy was guilty or not. And like I said during the film, I don't think it actually mattered. I mean, that's not the point of the film. The point, I think, was... I don't know, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. It's like... Sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts at the moment, and my brain is not cooperating. Obviously, everybody at the beginning of the film went into that jury room thinking that the boy was guilty. And I genuinely believe that all of them, for the most part, I mean, with a couple of exceptions, did genuinely believe based off the facts. Like, at the beginning, I mean. After they heard the evidence and they first went to the jury room. And that's fine, I think, because, like I said during the film, I've never actually been on a jury. I've never been called. So I don't know what it's like. But my understanding is that you are going to come to a conclusion based on the evidence that's presented in court, and then the whole idea, or the whole reason for having a jury, is to talk it through. And I'm sure there's some cases where it's very clear that the person's guilty or whatever. But like they said, if there's reasonable doubt that he's not guilty, then you should not be sending him to his death. And it was really, which I guess is the point of the film, but like it was really interesting seeing how some of them believed that he was guilty based on the evidence, which, like I said, fair enough. And then were persuaded that he wasn't guilty by the arguments of that one juror. And then some of them needed more persuading, some of them needed less. But by the end, they all realised that there was reasonable doubt. And it could be that he is guilty. But it just... I don't know, I think that the film did a really good job of illustrating how your personal biases are going to influence your opinion of things. And even though you might not think they are, they do. And I think, I don't know. I mean, obviously in this film, there was like a couple of really extreme examples, like the guy that was ranting and going on about those people and stuff. That he's obviously just very racist or classist. I don't quite know what group he was talking about. I wasn't clear whether that was just like the people that lived in the slums or the people that were living in poverty, or whether it was like a race thing. But either way, it's shit. And that was so telling, because he should have been saying, he is guilty, he is this, he is that, he is the other, but he was lumping this one boy into the category with everybody else, who in his eyes are bad. So he's disregarding any evidence that was brought to court, and is just using his own perspective to judge the boy guilty, based on nothing. And it was obviously the same with the other guy, the one that caved at the very end, because he had such a difficult relationship with his son. He just wanted to see all boys punished, basically. And then there was the other guy, obviously, that just wanted to get to his baseball game, or whatever game it was, and just couldn't be bothered. Which, honestly, is almost as bad as the other guys. I don't know, it's a good lesson, I suppose, in not... Well, it's several lessons, I suppose. It's like not going along with the crowd, because it did feel, with that initial vote, when it was 11-1 at the very beginning, it definitely felt like a lot of them, and you could see it, a lot of them were looking around to see what other people were doing before they put their hand up. And that's not right. Not in a jury situation. You should be making your own mind up, not being swayed by other people. And at least at the very beginning. I mean, you've got to listen to arguments and stuff for and against and whatever, but that's the whole point of the jury deliberating. That's why they're shut away in a room, so they can talk about it. So, I mean, again, assuming the case isn't that cut and dry, which this one clearly wasn't, there needs to be some sort of discussion. Really, really good film. Really good film. I'm surprised the guy at the end, though, did make me tear up a little bit when he broke. Because he was a twat. But I suppose at the end we could see, or you could really, I mean, he obviously mentioned his son earlier on in the film, but at the end, I suppose we got to see just how much that had broken him, and he was just, yeah, holding on to a lot of resentment and anger and upsetness and stuff. Upsetness, that's not actually a word, but you know what I mean, like towards his son and stuff. So it was just nice as well how the main guy obviously went and helped him with his coat, kind of like just to make sure he knew there was no hard feelings kind of thing. Gonna be thinking about it for a while, I think. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up, so as always, if you've enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you in the next movie. Bye bye.